Okay, everybody, it is me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Thursday, June 30th, 2022. People, this is where we stand. On the economic news front this morning, we got initial jobless claims coming in relatively flat. Nothing major going on here. Inflation continues to surge higher. Imagine how surprised I am. Are you shocked? Oh, how about no? Every single thing that we have been told via the mainstream propaganda ministries, are corrupt politicians, and the Federal Reserve has been a lie. The lies are going to get bigger and worse, and people are going to get strung along. Period. The freaking end. All right. Now, with that said, let's look over at the stock market. There appears to be a major safety trade going on right now. What am I talking about? Stock futures are markedly lower right now, pointing towards a lower open now. Trading doesn't start for about 38 minutes from the time I am doing this video blog. Things can change, all right? But right now, stock futures deeply in the red. Are you watching the 10-year yield? 3.01. People, we're talking about a 50 basis point drop just over the last few weeks. This is unprecedented. It's unfreaking precedented. And, there's a lot going on here. You know it. It's the ECB, Federal Reserve, and it appears again that there's a safety trade, cash seeking safety in debt. So who knows? Maybe we will actually see the 10-year yield drop below 3. What else is going on here, people? Whenever you see a safety trade, fear trade, you get the knee-jerk higher in the dollar as well. Pan-Selloff, meaning everything appears to be about to sell off, except obviously cash going into the debt market, keeping the 10-year yield suppressed. So cryptocurrencies under heavy pressure. You got Bitcoin around 19,000. You got gold and silver getting hit. Crude oil getting hit. Look, this is not a pretty situation here. And it's going to be exceedingly interesting to see how this plays out moving forward. Look, as I have explained to you since forever, literally, the gap between where the stock market is and our economy is pretty extreme, okay? This space is just kind of like no man's land. It's a void. What the stock market has been doing for years, has no bearing on reality as our economy has been free falling. And it's accelerating. And it's accelerating not just here in the United States, yeah, States. It's early. Only had one cup of coffee so far in the United States. But this is a global phenomenon, and people are literally suffering. An entire class of people is being systematically erased. By design, you understand this, and nothing is going to change here. Central banks are going to continue to inflate, period, via any mechanism possible. Backdoor mechanisms, backdoor quantitative easing, crisis to crisis to crisis. Sorry. You know all that. So I still believe that this makes our life simple. Realizing that the situation is what it is, that is, the global debt bubble is going to hyper, and I mean freaking hyperinflate. What do you want to do? You want to be on the opposite side of that. And that means holding hard assets, being in real things. What's my favorite asset of all time, people? Silver. Physical silver. When you see a beatdown like we're getting this morning with regard to real money, something, I'm talking about gold and silver here, they have been real money for over 6,000 years. It's not going to change just because the central banker says, oh, that's not real money. Oh. Like I've explained to you, whenever you hear something like that. I'm referring to Ben Bernanke back during the last meltdown here. A central banker says one thing. The polar opposite is generally true. When you hear, for example, the of the Fed, Loretta Mester, try to explain to you how concerned the Fed is about inflation. It's the polar opposite. They don't give a damn. They're going out of their way to continue to inflate. Central banks around the world in concert are going out of their way to destroy an entire class of people. But then you got the propaganda ministries. You got Federal Reserve presidents, Yellowstein himself, and Yellenstein herself, previous Fed president, now Treasury Secretary. Oh yeah, it's transitory. Oh yeah, it's peaking. It's all a lie. It's all been a lie. Oh yes, I will give Janet Yellenstein a little shout out here. She did say, "Oh, I'm sorry, got wrong. I didn't see it. I didn't see it." I don't know about you. I do know about you, because when I ask all of you, does this really get to you as it does to Greg Mannarino? Yeah, it does seem like it gets to you too. It's extremely frustrating to be consistently and repeatedly lied to, via the propaganda ministries who put out this information, these script reading retards. They don't care about you at all. All they care about is their paychecks and reading, make sure they read the script properly. Okay, what is it telling me to say? Oh, everything is great, everyone. Oh yeah, look at that word. I better get that right too. It's profoundly awesome. Well, everything actually sucks. Do you see what I'm talking about? God, I'm getting heart palpitations. I'm telling you, this guy, one day, I'm gonna have a heart attack or freaking blow a gasket right here. And you're gonna get to see it. All right, look, let's summarize here real quick. It looks like a pan-selloff. Everything is going to sell off this morning, except a lot of cash is making its way into the debt market. You know how this works. Cash goes into the perceived safety of debt, 10-year yield drops. But we got stocks, futures under a lot of pressure, crude oil under pressure, cryptocurrencies under pressure, gold and silver under pressure, knee-jerk higher in the dollar. Clearly, safety trade, fear trade. Let's see what happens today. Who knows? Like I just said earlier, we could see the 10-year yield today drop under 3. This has got to be a historic move in this amount of time, seeing the 10-year yield drop like this, people. It's a phenomenon among itself, and it's just completely out of freaking control. All right, look, so that's the story this morning. That's where we stand. It's a freak show. Get your pail of hot, buttery popcorn out, and let's just, pay attention to what's happening around us. And, to me, I look at this and I say, okay, what does it really mean in the longer run? I think it's pretty obvious. I've explained to people that we will see eventually an 80%, and this may be a conservative number. I want you to think about what I'm telling you. The S&P 500, in my view, from its all-time high, will drop 80%. 80, okay? And that is predicated upon a meltdown in the debt market. Right now, rates are getting suppressed beyond anyone's wildest dreams. And all that is going on here, ECB, Federal Reserve, fueling the monster, fueling it, throwing epic sums of cash at the hyper debt bubble to keep it inflated. But what do we all know? Every single bubble bursts at one particular time. No matter how much effort that they put into keeping that bubble inflated, at one point, this all just, becomes very real. You understand? And I also believe that moment when this becomes very real will be at the behest of central banks. We're going to pull the plug, and then we're going to see the entire global financial system collapse by design, okay? So they can usher in their new system, intense control, absolutely cashless. I think this is pretty much common knowledge here. A whole new set of rules, a whole new paradigm. People, we're witnessing it now. Okay, they got to set the groundwork first. The extreme lies, deceptions, propaganda, distractions. It's all playing out. It all is playing out. You and I have, some of you have been with me for a very long time. We've foreseen this. It's an epic situation. It really is. All right, look, I'm going to let you all go before this video gets really ridiculously long. Love you a lot. Please comment. Did I make any sense in this video, or am I just out there on another planet or something? I wish I were on another planet. You know, what was that thing? Beam me up, Scotty. You know, this planet really does suck. Yeah, it does seem, it does seem like that. All right, like I said, comment, please. I'll read the comments. Share the video. Get it out there. Love all of you. I'm out of here.